Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Cobra here, and recently there has been a trend going of people posting bad tier lists. So now it's my turn to get yelled at in the comments. So let's start off with Kino. Kino is easily an A tier map, a great map, super fun, replayable. The wonder weapon's great. The atmosphere is amazing. What more can you ask for? Now next up we have Dead of the Night that easily goes in F tier. We've went from A to F tier in just one map, and yeah, the map is not fun. I can agree it can be fun at times. I'm a bit harsh on it. The Wonder Weapon can be nice and it can be fun, but I think like the rest of the BO4 maps, the, the actual maps get ruined by the game systems. So next up, Gorad that goes in A2. Map is super amazing, like all of the BO3 maps. Dragon is cool. The Easter egg is amazing. The Mark III is super nice. I loved this map. So Shadows, that's an S tier map. Shadows was an amazing opening to Black Ops 3. The Wonder Weapon was great. It always will remain my favorite Wonder Weapon. The map itself has a great atmosphere. The Easter egg is nice, although very short in my opinion. But that's an S tier map, no question about it. So now the Rise and Track that goes in S2 came right after Shadows. The four bows are amazing. The map is great. The Easter egg was phenomenal. Like I can go ahead and praise all of the S tier maps now. Origins and where's map? Yeah, all of these are the only S tier maps that are going to be in this video. Um, I don't think I really need to explain. They hold a major part in the story and super fun to play. Wow, all of those maps are phenomenal. I can jump and play any of them at any time and just have fun. So next up, Buried. Buried goes in A tier 2, I think. Um, that was the last map in BO2 for the Victis crew, and it added Vulture Raid, which was a great perk. The map is super fun. The Wonder Weapon is super fun to use. The map is super unique with the Witch House, with the maze, um, with all of the buildables, the drawings. This map was super unique, super fun. It added so much stuff, and yeah, I hope they make more fun maps like this. Now it is easy, but you're like zombies should be easy, should be fun. That's why I don't like the ray gun nerf in Cold War. Now, 5. 5 is a harsh one to place, but I think 5 definitely goes in A tier. Yeah, I know the map is super hard, you can't really reach around above 40 on it. The Wonder Weapon kinda sucks, but it's a literal zombies map in the Pentagon. The Pentagon Thief round are a super neat idea, super cool. I really think it's unique. Um, the fact that you can play as JFK or any of the other three is super cool. Yeah, nobody really remembers them besides JFK. Uh, the map is super nostalgic. The atmosphere is great. I, I just I was super excited when it dropped for the first time when I was little, and yeah, I think it's great. Now, next up, Moon. Mm, Moon is easily one of the most controversial maps in history. I think it goes in. Oh, I just noticed that good is below average. So I think it's easily a good map. I can't place it higher because I'll get yelled at, and I can place it lower because I get yelled at. So I think overall it's a great map. It has a lot of good features and a lot of bad features. The wave gun is amazing. The atmosphere is great. The atmosphere is amazing. Um, yeah, and you're literally going to demo. It was the final map for Black Ops 1. It tied it all up, and yeah. Now, Voyage of Despair. This and Dead of the Night were the worst Black Ops 4 maps in my opinion. It can be fun. The Wonder Weapon is a cool idea, but the Easter egg is too long, too hard. The map is not that good, and yeah, Chaos wasn't really a loved crew. Now, Ancient Evil. That this one goes in 82 for me. Um, this one and I'm gonna place 9 right now in 82 are the only good Black Ops 4 maps in my opinion. They still suffer from the horrible Black Ops 4 system, but they're the only one where I can hope and have fun on at any time on Black Ops 4. The Easter egg is amazing for 9. Everything is great. Same for Ancient Evil. The Easter egg was nice. I think the boss fight is super cool. And yeah, it tied up the Chaos storyline, and that's it for it. Oh, also the Nine's atmosphere is amazing. Ancient Evil is nice. So Zetsubo. Um, I'm gonna get shit for this, but I think it belongs in grade tier. But I'm gonna place it in B actually because I can still see the bad sides for it. Now I think it's overshadowed by the rest of the Black Ops 3 maps because it's hard to say that it's a good map when the Rising Jack exists and the Gorad exists. But I think overall it's a great map. The Wonder Weapons is great. I personally love setting up. That's like my favorite thing to do in zombies. I love long setting up processes and stuff. I know most people don't like them, but I do. So I like setting up in Zetsubo. I like making the Mazamune, like upgrading the KT4. I love it. The only thing that's lackluster in the map, in my opinion, is the Easter egg. Like the entire Easter egg is just collecting three cogs, and also you have to get anywhere but here for it. And the boss fight isn't really that great. You just have to survive time. But overall, I think it's an amazing map. The atmosphere is nice, although not that scary though. Now, next up, Tugger the Toten. I think that goes in the bad tier. They tried to remake or reimagine Call of the Dead, but it didn't work out. I liked that they brought back the Victis crew, but they were the only redeeming feature of this map. The map is not that fun. The wonder weapons are decent, I guess. Like the thunder gun is nice, the tundra gun and the sniper wonder waff were pretty bad, and the Easter egg is long. Um, I can't give it an F tier because it tied up the Black Ops 4 storyline, which was like the end of the almost the entire storyline of zombies. But yeah, I can't give it a F for that matter. So next up, Transit, and on Black Ops 2's release, everybody put it in the bad tier, and later people realized that it's not as bad as they claimed it to be, but I still think it's quite a bad map. I think when they will release Zombies Chronicles 2 on Cold War, I think it will be a lot better when they actually remaster it. I think I may be able to put it in C or even B or even higher if we play with friends. But I think as it stands now, Transit deserves the bad tier. Now Alpha Omega, that's another bad map. I almost put it in unplayable, but I think it's actually a nice map. I like how they brought back the Reagan Mark II and they brought it and they gave it several upgrades. The Easter egg, like the actual story of the Easter egg is nice, but doing the Easter egg is not fun at all, which is why I have to give it the bad tier. At least it's Nuketown and like everybody likes Nuketown. If you play multiplayer, that is. Now, although they're super different, I'm gonna rank Nuketown now, and I'm gonna put it in B because overall, although it doesn't have any Easter egg or like an actual wonder weapon that belongs to the map, I think that it's a super fun experience. I even hop back on it sometimes myself, yeah, with friends. The system where the perks drop, and it's different each time, and it's RNG based. I think that's bad. But I think overall it's a super fun experience. You can hop on, get to around like 30, 20 with your friends. I think overall it's a great experience. Now next up, Veract. I think Veract deserves the C tier in my opinion. So, like I was saying, Veract. Um, I don't really enjoy Veract that much. It's better on the BO3 remaster, but I think it's too hard. There's no real wonder weapon that belongs to the map. Uh, it's all like tight spaces. The atmosphere is great, which why I have to put it in C tier, and the nostalgia factor, and overall it's not a bad map. It's like it has like bad factors like denizens or something. It's just not the best experience. Shangri-La. I'm gonna have to put it in. I'm gonna put it in C tier too. Now I think it's a nice experience. The I don't really like the flaming zombies and the shouting ones. Um, I like how you unlock Pack a Punch and go up to the temple. The Easter egg is nice. I don't like that you have to have 4 players. It's a decent map overall. The wonder weapon is great, and the atmosphere is amazing, which is why it deserves C tier. And yeah, so Die Rise. Mm, I think that's another C tier map. We're on a C tier streak here. So um, Black Ops 2 used to be my favorite zombies game, but Die Rise is just not the best map. The Liquify is a great other weapon, especially before the nerf. Um, I don't like this fall damage. If it had PhD, the map would be easily be a B tier or an A tier even. Even though Who's Who gets shot on a lot, I think it's actually a decent perk. It's not the worst. It's a 2,000 point it's a 2,000 point cost perk, and essentially no perk is bad because you're not obligated to buy them. You know, well, I guess that could be said about maps too. You're not obligated to play any map, but um, I think that if you don't like them, if you don't like the perk, just don't buy it. I think that if you run out of quick revive, I think it's a nice perk to have, and if you're good at training, that perk supports you a lot. So I think the perk is not that bad. The atmosphere is nice, I guess. The wonder weapon's bad. The Easter egg is weird, I think. Overall, the BO2 super Easter egg was weird besides buried, and yeah, that's it for the Die Rise. Now, classified. I don't want to put any more maps in C tier, but I think that's a C tier one too. If I put 5 in great, I can put that. I can put classified on D. I think it has to be a bit higher because overall 5 and classified are quite similar. Now they're not the same map by any means. I think 5 is way better, way more fun. The classified Easter egg is bad. You just have to go to round 150, which is dumb in my opinion. Now, just like what I said about 5, the atmosphere is nice. You don't have the actual characters of the map in classified. You have the original crew, which I think makes the map worse because it removes from the atmosphere. And yeah, they brought back the Wonder Weapon, but it's still not the best. So Blood of the Dead, yeah, Blood of the Dead gets a lot of shit too, but I think that's an average map. If you put mob in perfect, you can put that in bad or unplayable. They're not the same map by any means. They're completely different. The blood is way worse. You don't have the original crew. You don't have afterlife mode. You don't have the Golden Gate Bridge. You don't have that amazing Easter egg from mob. Um, just mob but worse. Besides the magma gut, which was a nice like change of pace. So the Easter egg is worse. Besides the final part, I think the final part is amazing. It was greatly done. But that's the only redeeming quality for the map, and that it's a similar map to Mob. It's Alcatraz, but with different parts, mostly. Yeah, nothing much more to say about that. It's not as bad as people claim it is, but it's not great. So, not, not. I think that's, man. I think that's a C tier too. No, nice experience. It's a nice experience. You just train and kill. It's the basics of zombies. If you want to teach someone zombies to go to knock, not and you don't have any perks which removed from the map. I think the atmosphere is nice. You protect the airbase. It's just a simple map. Two or three wall doors to buy. You have a large training area. You have the box, and yeah, it's a nice map. So Revelations. Finally not a C tier, but this one's gonna be a B tier. Now, I think it has potential for great, but I see the flaws in it. I think the Easter egg is too complex unless you're great at it. The boss fight isn't the greatest, but overall the map is super fun. The atmosphere is great. It's a fun one around 100. I think the masks were a great addition. Um, the wonder weapons are great. The DG4s are amazing. Not much more to say. I think it's a very fun, very cool, very playable map. Besides the fact that most of the map is just parts from older from like past maps, and the Easter egg is great. It wraps up the BO3 storyline. I remember how pissed I was when it was done, but now I've gone to see it as amazing, and yeah. Now, Shinonuma is another C tier. Um, I think it can even get to B tier. Yeah, I think I'll actually put it in B. Now it's a fun map. You have the Wonder Wolf, you have the perks. It's just fun. You just get in, you open a few doors. The atmosphere is great. You just train and yeah, just like not, but I think it's in a bigger scale with perks. I think it's way better. Unlike Varakt, which is very tight and stuff. So there is easily an A tier, if not an S. Amazing map, the first map to have Pack a Punch. It's so fun. If you want, again, like I said about not, if you want to teach someone zombies, you take them to one of these maps. It has all the basics. It's not hard. It has the Wonder Waff. It has everything. You can camp. You can train. You have perks. It's one of the best and most fun zombie experiences. So Call of the Dead, I think that it's not as most people think it's an A tier. I think actually it's a B tier. It's a great map. It can be on the top of B tier. By the way, these are not ranked by actual like places. It's like overall ranks. So I think if there were tiers here, I think this would be in the top, if not A tier. But I can put it in A tier. The um the wonder weapons are very cool. They're very unique. Great concept. The VR11 is super good in co-op. The scavenger is very amazing. I wish they brought another sniper wonder weapon, not like in Tag, the Toten. And Call of the Dead, super fun map. The cast, the crew is amazing. The Easter egg is fine, I guess. It has PhD. The map itself is super fun. The atmosphere is great. George Romero is a very cool thing. I like very cool boss, I guess. And for the last map, Ascension is also a B tier. Now, Ascension is a very fun map. I don't like activating Pack-a-Punch, but most people do. So you have the Thunder Gun, you have PhD. It's a super cool map. I like how they brought it with Widows in Black Ops 3 on the remake. Super fun. And yeah, so apparently I forgot the Cold War maps. I'm doing this. I'm noticed this while editing, so I'll quickly go over them. Now, the machine was the first map. The Wonder Weapon was meh. But it is on the Cold War engine and systems, which needs to be considered. Now, I think the machine is a good, if not a great map. I think this drag is nice. The Wonder Weapons, I include the ray gun. They're very good. The map itself is fun. It's replayable. And yeah, the only things that suck is the actual Wonder Weapon is not the best. The map is great, and the thing that sucks is the operators. But that's a part of the game. Now, Firebase Z. I want to give this a grade, but I think it deserves top of B tier because first of all, the Wonder Weapon is great. The map itself is not that good. That's the thing that's not good about it. Now the boss variety is great. The fact that the ray gun is not on the map is not that good, and the round that you have to defend are great, and the Easter egg is amazing. I absolutely love the Easter egg. The steps can be not the best, but I really like it, and it brought us back Samantha, and I think overall it's a great map, or good. So, Outbreak is, I'm gonna put that on average. Most people think it's F or D, but when Outbreak first came out, I really enjoyed it. I actually played it quite a lot. I think it's a very unique, very neat concept, very unique idea. It's fun, looting weapons and stuff, opening the boxes, doing the side objectives, proceeding, but I think the difficulty ramps up too quickly. I don't have problem with difficult maps. I don't have a problem. I even put 5 at great, but I think that like if you don't have a pack-a-punched weapon by round 2, you're not gonna do any damage, or a triple pack-a-punched weapon at round 5, you're not gonna do any damage. So I think the difficulty ramp up is too quick. Treyarch thought that people won't be going over like round, I don't know, 15 on this, but we obviously have people over around 1100 on this already. So I think it's quite fun. The large map is fun, the vehicles, the side objectives, but overall it gets quite repetitive. They keep adding maps, they keep adding objectives, but I still don't find it that replayable. It doesn't have its own wonder weapon, but it has all of the others. So, I mean, it has room for improvement, a lot of room for improvement, and if they do, I think it will be a lot better. But overall, also the Easter egg, I don't really like it. It's not the best Easter egg in my opinion. So for the last map is Mauer. I think I'm gonna put Mauer at great instantly because I think it's a great map. My only problem with it is that it's too small. In my first playthrough, I even thought I thought like, what is this the entire map? And when I saw the door next to Pagabaj, I was like, oh, there is a continuation. And then I realized it was only a shortcut to the start of the map. So I'm disappointed at the map's like range, I guess, largeness. So that's the only bad thing. The wonder weapon is great. I like how it talks, but I feel like they tried to make the talking thing a major part of the weapon, but I barely feel it. But I think that's cool. I love that has variations, even if it has bad ones. The trap goat or trap back from mob is great. The Easter egg is amazing. The boss fight is super fun. This major part in the story, well, not that major. You're only saving the pilot, which I think it's quite bad actually. We're literally going out of our way to save the pilot, but we kill Valentina. The map is super fun. I have fun on it, but yeah, that's it. Forgot to mention in my first part of the video, I'm gonna do a perk tier list after Death Perception comes out, so I suggest you guys sub for that. But anyways, if you've enjoyed, I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one.